Well, $750. That
Hop
was quite good. Society of Leopold. Let's go there. Most inquisitors are fanatic but spottily educated, seldom posing any real threat. So they consider themselves a legacy of the Inquisition of the Middle Ages. Or post the Middle Ages. I think it was right after the Middle Ages, right? Or something, no, in between there. The later Middle Ages, I think. Anyway, let's see what's waiting for us here. By the way, the upcoming missions, there will be a lot of fighting involved, and they will be yeah, we could do this mission, the hacking mission, but 12, we need 2 more points. Yeah, like we're nearing the end. Those are guards. So the missions become more and more stealth and fighting missions. So brace yourself for that. If you like the dialogue and the lore and such, you will sadly get less of that now. I mean, you'll always get something, but not as much as before. But well, it's the end game, right? Let's save here. So they're all dressed in black, like true members of the Christian faith would do. Maybe they consider themselves like half priests. Didn't see you there. And he obviously didn't see me. Or maybe like 10 seconds later. So no one cares, huh? Fine by me. This is going to be rough to get behind him. I think it's not doable. I need to get rid of this guy. Nice and quiet. Oh, yeah, that wasn't really necessary, I guess. Or was it? No, it wasn't. Anyway, the deed is done. Do you hear that? Someone is praying, I guess.
The Gladius Day. He looks like a hard man.
Don't you know who that is?
No. Should I?
That's Grunfeld Bach.
The name sounds familiar.
How long have you been with the Condottiere?
Not very long. I was sworn in just last winter.
I see. Are you enjoying your service into the Brotherhood?
Of course.
Then I recommend staying clear of Brother Grunfeld.
Interesting. He's feared by his own man.
Who's there? Who's there?
I need to refill my blood. I cannot pick it up. Well, guess not. Buffing myself there. Oh, some chanting going on. And some laser beams. That's interesting. You can change the heat signature. SOC. So, society. I see. 3-letter password. No good. Human. Not vampire. Charges set to human. Nice. Gotta watch out though. And it's only the one that's like violet now. The other one is still red. Let's change back to Night Wisp Ravens. The good thing is we don't need to take care of the bodies. There's an explosive box. I don't like this. He's sick. Gotta hurry. Human. Jesus Christ. Out, 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 out you go. Oof.
Stop right there!
Oh well. And the loss continues. As always. You know what? Come here, please. Yeah, those weapons, those guns do quite some damage. Come to daddy. Come on. Closer. Oh, even more.
Stop right there!
No worries. So, like I said, I kind of prefer the missions where, you know, you have a good and healthy mix of fighting and talking. And also a little stealth maybe, but, well, you can't have it all. That's the only thing they have in their beds, a weapon. You know, this is all like very, very simple. There's not much there. A cross, a bed, and a nightstand, and the bar stool, and a picture, and the rest is completely empty. Yeah, we don't really need that, but what the hell? We don't need that as well, but who cares? Oh, there's still quite a few of you guys there, huh? Who's making all that noise? Who knows? I just want to get through here. Away. Come on. Yeah. Come in. Come in and find out. Alright, then I'm coming. Okay, cool. You almost cleared the area. There's really like every inch there's another one of those guys. What's this? Journal. Alright, let's read the journal. You know, it would be really good if they made those book covers a little different at least. Well, this journal is inscribed with the initials GB Grünfeld Bach or Greenfeld Creek. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for the last time. It's not river, small river, it's creek. So, yeah, that would sound odd to you as well, right? If somebody would tell you his name is Greenfield Creek. Greenfield Creek. That doesn't make a lot of sense, right? We have tracked LaCroix to Los Angeles. He has made his lair in the penthouse of the Venture Tower. I always want to read Venture Tower. Hiding behind some legitimate business from front while commanding his legion of demons by cover of night. I pray to the Lord for strength in the coming days, but there is a shadow that hangs over my heart like the dark wings of Lucifer himself. It is not LaCroix I fear, nor his underlings, but there is fear in my heart nonetheless. An ancient evil is stirring. May God grant me the strength to overcome it. That's all? No. Well, this doesn't work properly. The scrolling here. Woke up this morning and the sun on my face was little comfort. We lost 3 of the brethren last night in a fierce battle with some hellspawn, minions of the vampire we know as Alistair Grout. We have been unable to find his lair, but it is only a matter of time. May God have mercy on the souls of our brethren. The mysteries surrounding the Ankara sarcophagus, so he knows, and the massacre on the Elizabeth Dane has my superiors troubled. I have been told to expect a package in the mail that may be helpful in shedding some light on this artifact. Its arrival seems convenient. In light of LaCroix's recent arrival, something is amiss, yet I cannot see what machinations are at play. I will wait and have faith that the Lord will see us through. We finally found the lair of Alistair Grout, but it seems we were too late. The demon had already been sent to hell before I was able to dispatch him. I ran across a younger vampire who seemed unaware of Grout's demise. No doubt one of his sucklings come to visit its master. I took care of the demon and destroyed the house. I thank God. Yeah, that suckling would be moi, little old moi. I thank God for his eternal watchfulness over me and the Brotherhood. There seems a great unrest among the vampire brood here in the city. Perhaps the arrival of LaCroix was unwelcome to the rest of the damned. I know not, nor do I care. They will all burn, whether by my hand or the Father's. The Ankara sarcophagus was stolen today from the Museum of Natural History. So we go through the whole main story through his eyes. We see it from his perspective now. The police report we obtained leads me to believe that the demon spawn were behind it, and the book I received yesterday from the Vatican only reinforces that theory. I now know that these may very well be the end times, and the time even he believes that Gehenna is near, and the time of the final struggle may well be upon us. Judgment Day. I dreamed of LaCroix last night, of his hideous visage burned to ash in a great inferno. May it be that this is a vision given to me by God, and that I will be the vessel of his holy vengeance. The years have been long, too long. Perhaps the soul of my father may finally rest in peace. So there's a revenge plot going on there, I guess. his real father, not the one above, probably died by the hands of a vampire. Brother Kriegler reported a disturbance, not a very common German name by the way, Krieger maybe, without the L, reported a disturbance at the vampire coven we have been observing at the mansion in Hollywood. It seems there was a party and that something interrupted their fleshly rituals. Oh my. Fornication. He could say no more of the matter, but I smell LaCroix's meddling hand in this. All the better. May the demons feed on themselves until the world is rid of their evil. I had dreams of fires in Griffith Park last evening. So he kinda has the gift of, what's it called, second sight. He kinda has visions of the future. So if the others were right, and he said, hang on, where was it? One before. He dreamed of LaCroix, his visage burned to ash in a great inferno. And he also said, yeah, we don't come across. No, that's just the only vision. So we don't really know if his visions are like reliable. Anyway, I had dreams of fires in Griffith Park last evening. I know not their origin, but I fear the worst. I received a letter from His Holiness warning me that he is fearful that the apocalypse is upon us, and that my mission has become more important than ever. I hold his words close to my heart and will fight for righteousness until I am no longer able. I took Johansson from his hotel room last evening and brought him back here to the monastery. I am convinced that LaCroix will try to find him, as he is the only one with the knowledge about how the artifact can be opened. The brethren have been warned to expect an assault on the monastery. Yeah, I can tell. And they are ready to die for his glory, as am I. May the Holy Father bless us in these last dark days, and may the children of Satan burn forever in the hellfires of damnation. Amen. So, yeah, that's what's up with them. I don't even know. I think I just saved right before, but I just want to make sure. So is there another guy left in here?
One of us should take some food down to the prisoner.
Johansson? He is no better than they.
Down.
If not for his meddlesome diggings, the artifact would never have come here.
Yes, it is complicated matters. An interesting time of events. Do you think it holds something?
I cannot. If it does, then with God's help, we will send it screaming back to hell.
Brother Kliegler says it may be him, the son of Adam. The
Krüger now is a common name.
If
With
this
the
be the
umlaut
end
though.
of days, then may the Lord give us strength to see them through.
So, shall we take some food down to Johansson?
Here, take mine. I am no longer hungry.
Not to be a smarter, so I'm just, I don't know, just babbling. It's not really that important with the names and all that. It's just, you know, fluff. And flair. Ambience. Oops, this room is quite crowded. So, let's have some fun, huh? Motion is not very effective as he does when he attacks. Seriously, you need to kill one of the guys now before we get stunned again. Alright, enough is enough. I mean, we were fighting a lot of guys at once, so I guess we're doing alright here. So far. Basically back to full health. And now we are. And our strength is good enough, our grip is tight enough to not let them go when we drain them. So, we're good. So, what? There's another guy. Let's just kill him. We're kinda hurting the wall there. So they said bring the food down to Johansson. So he's not up here, obviously. Let's have a look around. There is a picture of the Ankaran sarcophagus on the left side, and on the right side that's probably a picture of Cain and Abel in the act. Cain in the act of slaying his brother. Vampire Apocrypha. Let's see what that is. This book is titled Vampire Apocrypha, Unidentified Sarcophagus, discovered by Julius of Gaul, 1068 AD. Wow, that's a long time ago. Near Ankara, Ottoman Empire. So basically 1,000 years ago. The origin of this dark and mysterious talisman is largely unknown. It is mostly considered a mess, if not for the etchings of Julius of Gaul, who first discovered and then subsequently re-entombed the artifact. There would be almost no historical record of the artifact, save for various unfounded legends of its evilness scattered throughout the writings of the Brotherhood. Historians and theologians alike have been unable to ascertain its exact age or place of origin. Yeah, that's not good. What's the scrolling here? Although the symbols and inscriptions seem to hint that the artifact is from the area of ancient Sumer or Mesopotamia. It has never been opened, and therefore any myths pertaining to who or what might be encased in it are total speculation. Vampiric origins have not been ruled out, although many scholars within the church seem to think that it may hold the remains of an ancient king, whose name so far has been lost to the ages. Let it be said, though, that the writings of Julius Gaul described the artifact as being a nefarious and dread thing, full of some ancient and undeniable evil. He attributes the death of his scribe to the artifact, who, upon setting his eyes on it for the first time, began convulsing uncontrollably and promptly died. It's kind of like the curse of the mummy, right? When they opened those tombs and they all died because of a fungal infection or something like that, and they didn't know, and they thought it was a curse of some Egyptian pharaoh. Society of Leopold, interior key. Wonder what that's for. We will find out. So yeah, there's a door there. Maybe this door doesn't lead out. Maybe it really... well, that was not planned. Yeah, this door leads to a basement. Whoa, those explosives really did hurt. We're almost dead. Hello. Yep, I needed that. I like how he's still nibbling a bit after he's basically done. He just loves the taste, you know. It's really yummy. That manly neck. That bare neck. Come on. Well, either you come or you turn around. Or we are going to do this the hard way.
Who's there?
No one. Right. You are coming back now, are you? Oh boy, that was a bad time to turn around. Ah well, it's just one guy. Fuck it.
Stop right there!
I don't think so, buddy. Nice. I love how they cannot escape the feeding here. It's really useful. So we are in a Spartanic wine cellar of some sorts. Oh, we can stop stealthing around here. Oh, and we can also grab those. And would you look at that? There's something behind it. It's the only way to go, by the way. And we are getting to a new area. Most inquisitors are fanatic but spottily educated. Yeah, we had that. That's the Giovanni music, isn't it? And this is a deep drop. Let me save. I wanna try something. No risk, no fun. Well, a little damage. Alright, we need to go there. Alright, buddy. Alright. Everything is going to be just fine. Can stop sneaking now, I think. Oh, he's stronger. Strong enough to push us away. Come on, don't be like that. I just want to cuddle. By the way, I like how the whole blood sucking is done. You know, you have that spotlight and everything else doesn't really matter anymore. You're in your own world while you're sucking ammo full, right? It would be like that, right? It gives you the right impression, the right feeling. What might this be? This is easy to miss, by the way. Just let me save once more. Right, people have the tendency to go right, but you should actually go left here if you don't wanna, well, pass out on something. A little plot. A very tiny side story, which is here. They do a lot of damage even with my fortitude going and with all my armor and so many points in defense. But they do give a lot of blood as well. So there's a cage. There's someone inside. And we also do have an item, by the way, that lets us soak even more. So I don't know why we're still getting so much damage. I think it's still too high. Well, maybe. The game has to be still entertaining and a challenge, I guess. Oh, I can lockpick the empty cell? 10. Oh, that's rough. Hey, I do know you, right?
No more, no more, no more fire. No fire.
Hey, Ash, I like what you did with your face. New style? Uh, Ash?
You. They've ruined my face. The fire. I can still feel it in my wounds. They'll kill me. They'll come back with their brands and it will burn.
Keep your voice down.
I wouldn't talk so they burn me. Again. And again and again. Their eyes, they enjoyed it.
Huh.
Before they come back, I'm begging you. Let me out.
I look for a way out? No. Well, I guess for him too. I look for a way out, Ash.
They always come back. And it always burns.
Well, he is kinda traumatized, I guess. Don't go anywhere. That's funny. I'll be back. So this is probably 10 as well. Yes, so we do need to find a key somewhere. But where is the question? And how the hell did Ash get into here? He's a long way from home. Alright, so we need to keep looking for a key. They really tortured him, huh? And even enjoyed it as well. Let me see if I can find a key somewhere here.
About him, I mean.
Brother Grunfeld?
Yes,
What stories have you heard, young brother?
there are many.
Oh, this is a convertiere, whatever that means.
And others that he once killed an elder vampire with his bare hands. There are even whispers that he is the resurrected Saint Leopold, come to lead his armies into the final battle against the armies of darkness.
Not all stories you hear are true. Brother Grunfeld is a good soldier just as you will become if you have faith in God and the discipline to stand in his heart.
It is also said that he once killed a man of the Brotherhood because he refused to follow orders.
Some stories you hear are true, young brother.
Well, tough love, I guess, huh? So this guy could probably have a key, right? If he has some sort of higher position. Let's find out. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Unless, of course, we do this. Right, I wasn't done yet. Well, I can't stop crouching now. Alright, calm down. Quickly, guy. Man, come on. Just a little bite. I think we can do this. Later. Come on, we've got a job to do here. Close. Now, if I could only find a key here. Ammo full. Did any of you guys drop something? This is just more ammo. I mean, good to have if you have a ranged weapon, but I'm not interested in that at the moment. Oh, you did see me. Wait a second, I want to tell you a secret. You know, that's my go-to pickup line. I'll just heal myself by biting your friend. Or you. Or your other friend. Alright. You'll die. And you will be eaten. Oh, he's not dead yet. Oh, I love how they're flying. Still not dead. Alright, now you are. Come on. Come on. Come to daddy. Come on. Okay. And we're good. He dropped something in the water, huh? Oh, there it is. Ash Selski. Ash Selkie. Like that. Awesome. There's a boat. But the gate is closed. Please don't get stuck on the ground again. It's somewhat is working properly, but it kinda has a lag to it sometimes. Well, first we gotta check this empty cell here, huh? Oh, guess not. It's only for this cell.
Thanks. You'll never see me again. I'm gonna go somewhere no one will ever
Why?
see this face again.
That pretty face. I think the fire marks, the burnt marks should normally go away. But maybe if it's like combined with true face and holy symbols. True face is also a discipline which you can use for NPCs. I can't recall that it does like permanent damage. It's more like a vampire has to step back if you roll well, if you roll enough successes. You know, it's like in the movies, you hold a cross or a symbol or face in the air and say, shoo, away with you vampire, and then the vampire either has at least to keep his distance, or he even has to step back and things like that. But it's not like used for branding like he experienced here. So I don't think it's really permanent damage. It's pretty Toreador face, I guess. But yeah, well, he's obviously traumatized, so those scars won't heal that easily. On top of those that he already had, since he wanted probably to die or kinda self-destruct when he was like living the life on the edge, and he didn't want to be rescued, right? Goodbye, Ash. Good luck in Canada. Wow, he's in a hurry. Where you going, Ash? And he vanished. That's what NPCs do, right? They just need to be out of sight and then they can vanish. Like, where they run away from you faster than you can run. They just need to reach a corner and then they can vanish in peace. Alright. So this is the Society of Leopold. And somewhere around here there should be the head of them. A certain Mr. Greenfield's Creek. Greenfield Buck. I mean, Buck is a name you probably know in the US as well. Oops. What's that sound? Sounds someone is like sharpening his knives. There he is. Look at that giant scar on his face. You missed.
I knew Johansen would lure the servant to Satan, but I set this type for the archfiend himself. Where is Lacroix?
He's busy. Give me Johansen and I'll let you live.
He is under divine protection. If you want him, come take him if you can.
You have no idea how stupid standing in my way can be. Time to learn. Well, that's safe. You know, he does have a sniper rifle there. So, yeah, there's that. By the way, look at this shooting range. Very interesting. Moving targets. Werewolves. Funny looking vampires. Whoa, he almost killed me. That was brutal, even with my fortitude running. So, I hope we're full again. But we are. Holy shit. So that's another thing that he can do. And then he teleports down there. Isn't that great? And we're almost dead again. He's quite deadly. And he doesn't miss. Yeah, well, I think I have to think of something. This is a problem for a non-ranged character, right? Non-ranged combat character. Let's see what we can do there. I mean, we picked up enough weapons, but they don't do... Jesus Christ, I can't even move and I'm already half dead. But they don't do... basically don't do any damage. You really need to put points into that skill. Oh, I didn't even put it on? Really? Oh, come on. I hope that's not true. Man, if those things wouldn't block my path, all would be fine. Well, too careless. You know. Alright, now let's load. We're already in the middle of things here. That's better. Even though he gets the first shot there. Alright. We're good for the moment. So let's see. This won't... Night Wisp Ravens won't work on him. So we have to get close to him without getting hit. I mean, we could try to do the sniper thing, but it will barely like do any damage. There's a way to really aim here. Ranged weapons? No. Isn't there like a scope function for this? Doesn't look like it, huh? Alright. Oh, I'm wasting my blood. How the hell did he hit me 2 times there? Oh, he's kind of blocked by the stairs there. That's cool. So we have to find the right moment to put our claws into him. Jesus! Grenades also? You gotta be shitting me. Well, that wasn't too bad for starters. Thing is, this will cost a lot of blood to do this a few times. Plus I also need to, you know, get my health back. And we don't have any blood packs left. There's not much cover in between us now. Let's see what we can do here. We might as well just run straight towards them here. Come on. Shit. Nope, he did. Oh, come on, no, don't get stuck now. Can I just like suck him dry? Probably not. Yeah, nice try. And is he up there again? I guess so. He must be up there. Oh, or not. Well, that's even better when he's down here. This is a tough fight as a close combat character. Nice. Where is he? Oh, there. Yeah, that's just anti-discipline. I'm not getting there in time anyway. It's kinda boring, safe scumming here. I mean, using all the safes. But I think it would be even more boring if I died like a gazillion times, like with the Henge Yokai. That was pretty annoying. Hang on, I just need to transform myself here. Don't fear me. Oh, he's up there again. Are we going to mate him? Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Well, as good as done. Oh shit. Transform faster. And we're good. Nice. That looks like one more hit to me. Yeah, but not like that. There you go. Funny how they look. All twisted. So I want to save here. Just a hunch. Is there anything else up here besides that door?
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go!
Look at him. They really dragged him right out of his bed, I guess. Like in his robe there. Dr. Johansson?
I am an archaeologist. You can't hold me here like this. I am a hostage. I do not need protection. Bring me back to my hotel at once.
I'm here to help you, Dr. Johansson.
Why are they doing this? What is this nonsense with the guns and the crosses and the talk of vampires? Why do they insist on keeping me here? Who are these people?
Crazy lunatics, don't worry. They're gone now. I can let you go. Just please answer my questions.
Yeah, okay. Anything, just get me out of these caverns and away from these crazies. I think I'm starting to get pneumonia.
Tell me what you know about the Ankaran sarcophagus.
The sarcophagus? You went through all that trouble for the sarcophagus? Yeah, I'll tell you. But don't you think it would be better to get out of here before those men come back?
Yeah, sounds German. I don't know. Is it the same in Norwegian? I dealt with them. They won't give us any problems.
I guess if you can get all the way here, you deserve the answers. But can I make one request first? After I answer your questions, you help me escape.
Sure.
All right. Where should I begin?
What can you tell me about the sarcophagus?
Let's start with the history of the Ankaran sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians?
Vaguely. No.
Well, the Assyrians lived in Mesopotamia, a region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Most of this territory is now modern-day Iraq, Iran, Turkey, and Syria.
Go on.
They were warmongers, conquerors, a
Weren't they
people
all?
driven to expand by their kings. Even before the Romans, they migrated their conquered people to the territories to stem revolt. But I'm afraid I'm getting off the subject.
Go on.
Yeah, well, the markings on the sarcophagus seem to hint that it is from sometime between 1050 and 800 BC, which was a period of fierce expansion by the Assyrians. Oddly, for those years, only one king shows up on the historical record.
Interesting. Please continue.
While most likely he wiped all evidence of his predecessor's existence
Sure he
or
did.
passed the name to his heirs, one monarch, Mesarach, the one-eyed king, is given credit for the territory and achievements of this time. But he would have had to have been over 250 years old. like Dracula or something.
That's nothing special, though. You know, in the old records, they also recorded that they have, that they during a battle they slew like uh, one dragon, two manticores, and you know the usual stuff. Just the usual beasts that were, I guess, roaming the landscape there. So yeah, I guess you have to take all the records with a grain of salt. So 250 years, just one ruler, is probably not that uncommon. I don't know. I mean, all the history wiping, this is basically common practice, right? Like the winner writes history, and you know, all the I mean, even when you look at Christianity, a lot of the churches were built on former structures of gathering, even other, at least in Europe and the older places. There are certain, well, places that are good for gatherings and such, and yeah, you just put a cross on there and you're good to go, I guess. Well, history is weird. That if you consider they're doing all this, and you know, killing people and building an empire and all that, and still care for the people, basically for us, for the people of the future, how they will be viewed by us, right? That's what they're doing that for the ones who came after them, like 500 years or 1,000 years or 2,000 years after, and the ones who will come after us, for all of them. They're trying to send a message through time and like paint a brighter picture, or better picture of them than they were. Yeah, well, I guess they didn't consider what technology can do, and technology will tell the truth. The more time passes and technology advances, the better we can tell what actually happened back then. So those attempts are usually very futile, I'd say. So
I find it hard to believe a sarcophagus with a person as important as Masquerade could remain in, what is the word, pristine or intact condition for so many years. But this is who is believed to be contained within.
oh, are you sure?
An educated guess. Maybe you have not heard. It was stolen from the museum
you don't
before we
say.
had a chance to open it. Usually we use equipment to carbon date, X-ray, and take air samples before we pry open the lid.
You do. You compared him to a vampire. Any reason?
You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastu. In Assyrian myth, Lamastu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth, and...
Yeah, wasn't she like the mother of monsters or something as well? Or maybe I'm confusing that. There's so many of them, of those archetypes, I guess. They kind of repeat themselves in different religions and in different mythology. And
the engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation.
which is
A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures,
That's
for
what
the
we have then, I
nobility
guess.
that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood.
So Masquerade drank human blood. Yeah, see, Porphyria, I think I might have that.
It is quite treatable today without having to drink the blood.
I don't think so. Are you saying Masquerade drank human blood?
Perhaps. Drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents.
That it does.
Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires. That's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist.
Oh, insanity. How did you find the current sarcophagus?
That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring.
I find that hard to believe. If it was very boring for you, you probably wouldn't do it. I'm interested. Please go on.
Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's
Yeah,
job.
well, if you put it
Trust
that
me,
way.
you don't want to hear about it.
Do you really believe Masquerade is inside the sarcophagus? Well, I kinda did ask that, right? What else do you know about vampires?
Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for
See,
Lilith,
there you go.
the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth.
Yeah, I think that's what I was actually thinking about. Like Lilith. Lilith is complicated though. She kind of has a connection to. She gives birth to monsters, or maybe they both do. But Lilith is not really in the Bible. Like only. It's weird. It's like only for a short sentence or two. I don't really remember. I think there's some documents, papers, whatever, from the Middle Ages where she really is like introduced for the first time. I guess I think was it something Jewish? I'm not 100% sure. But I think the whole Lilith myth is a little younger than the rest of the Bible. Well, not all of it, but well, I don't want to say. I don't want to speculate. Do you really believe Masquerade is inside the sarcophagus?
That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello.
So how does the sarcophagus open?
Ah, quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it? It's perplexing.
A key, of course. Do you have it?
How strange you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed.
Do you have a copy of the key?
No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store.
Oh.
It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus.
That is
I
a good
just
question in
want to
itself.
leave this place.
Sorry, you know too much. Start screaming. Alright, I'll free you. There's a boat nearby, we can escape on it.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, we're
I
friends
don't know
now, huh?
where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness.
No problem. Let's... For no reason at all. I don't want to do that conversation again. So, I want...
Time of judgment is here.
Demon! Beep. He crawled up the way, all the way up here. The ass. Run, Professor! Run! Are you coming? Well, if not, then... Adios. Some Sabbath vampires openly involved in Satanism, paganism, and whatnot. Well, this time is really quite rough. Very short fuse here. We need to get to the boat. You know what I really couldn't use now? Like getting stuck on something on the floor, like the game likes to do. Let's go, baby. Well, that was quite a long... Oops, something happened. Police is here. Stuff, debris fallen from the building, obviously. Other deviant face to spite the propriety of those who stand against them. Perversion and brutality. All the good stuff. Dead, dead, and more dead people. Look at those guys. It's all bloody up here. And Chunk is nowhere to be seen. I need an elevator, please. Oh, maybe we have to let ourselves in. Did that call the elevator? I guess it did. Handprint. So, about Dr. Johansson.
You can always count on the Sabbat to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. They're reckless, but they don't normally try to attract this much attention. This carelessness warrants observation. I hope it doesn't become pandemic.
I thought this was kind of the trademark of the Sabbat, that they're careless. The Sabbat? What? I suppose I should have talked to the prince first. Back in a minute. Subtle hint.
With whom do they think they're dealing? Attack me in my own building! They're desperate. They've shown their weakness. A last-ditch attempt to steal the prize.
Someone made a mess downstairs.
The Sabbat. A pack of shovelheads with cheap pistols was all they could muster. Two got a few stories up, but I took care of them.
You
And my
did,
sheriff
personally.
brought the rest their final death in the lobby. Sabbat animals.
Why? That's interesting. He did it all on his own. Strong guy, huh? So we don't have to worry about the Sabbat anymore.
No matter how many times you think you've wiped them out, they always come back.
Like a hydra.
This time their target is the Ankaran sarcophagus. They will not stop until they've feasted on the ancient they believe to be inside. Diabolarists.
Yeah, you would never do that. Something evil like that, right? Diablerists?
The Sabbat's infamy is in no small part due to their practice of diablerie, that is, drinking the blood of other kindred, especially older ones, until they are dead. Diablerists gain the power of those they've fed upon. And the Camarilla, this is an act punishable by death. You may not like me, but I know we have a common enemy in the Sabbat. Their imminent threat to the Masquerade and to both of us make their destruction imperative. Do you think we can meet this task?
That's interesting that he shows that in there. You may not like me. So you get a little feedback from time to time how you're doing, how your standing is with him. Have your gorilla do it? We know. Yeah, let's go with that. You want me to take on the Sabbat by myself? Have your gorilla do it.
He has to remain here in case of further attack, and also to guard the sarcophagus. For this emergency, I need someone with your nerve to guarantee success. The Sabbat have been a threat to both of us for far too long.
I'll risk my life for no less than a large heap of cash.
A mercenary attitude won't get you far in this organization. But, if that's what it takes in this situation, agreed.
Where are they?
The Sabbat have made their haven at the Hallibrook Hotel, right under our noses here in downtown. Kill their leader. The rest will scamper out of the city. This is the last time they ever set foot in Los Angeles. Before you go, Beckett told me you went to the Society of Leopold. Did you find out how my sarcophagus is opened?
So this is the only place in downtown we haven't been to yet. The Hollowbrook Hotel. Before I tell you anything, I want what's coming to me.
Take your money. Tell me,
Pissed.
what have you learned?
300, that's nothing. I got more from my Venus contract. The missing crate from the Dane. It's a key to the sarcophagus.
A key? Where? Do you have it?
What? I can't have everything, dude. I don't, and I didn't do it as a personal favor, but I wasted Bach.
Did you? What you lack in tact, I suppose, you make up in other ways. At least he's out of the way.
Any hunters that cross my path are dead. Same goes for the Sabbat. And some stuck-up, aristocratic, Ventru, pseudo-leader.
The Sabbat must be wiped out before dawn. Then, when you come back, we'll begin the hunt for the key.
Okay. So let's talk to Beckett as well now.
You can always count on the Sabbat to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. They're reckless, but they don't normally...
Never heard that. The wrong thing for the right reasons? What does that mean?
The Sabbat's goal is to stop Gehenna, which is very similar to my own, though they choose to do so through more violent, fanatic, and flamboyant methods. The Camarilla, on the other hand, suspends belief entirely. Or so goes the party line.
You're not Camarilla?
What I am is kindred. How others choose to categorize themselves concerns me only where local customs are concerned. Individualism is a path fraught with obstacles and sometimes angry mobs. But for all its hardships, it is the only one worth taking.
A true gangrel. I met with Dr. Johansson.
What did Johansson have to say?
He said there was a key for the sarcophagus, but he doesn't know where it is.
The lock and key. An invention as ancient as greed. I should have guessed. All we have to do is find a victor in this nonsense. They'll be the one with the key.
Probably. He said it's a tomb of Madorak, an Assyrian king.
Assyrian origin. Glad to see I'm not losing my touch. As for Mezarak, I'll have to research that name, see what I can find.
He said the reliefs on the site were of a demoness named Lamastu.
Lamastu? She was a Lilith figure. They represent empowered women and the threat of such women to male-dominated society. Strange she would be engraved on a king's tomb.
That's everything I know. Does it mean anything to you?
It seems to corroborate my own evidence. I'm going to have to study it a little more. Maybe dig up some information on Masquerade and the Lammastu myth. I'm certain the key will show up in time. Your information is appreciated.
You're welcome. I had some other questions.
Excellent.
I don't think you mean that. Why would the Sabbat attack so openly?
It's simple. Someone's misled them into believing there's an antediluvian in this very room. They, and I suspect most kindred in this city, would love to sink their stakes or teeth into its imagined occupant. If indeed rocketing it to the moon was out of the question.
Most kindred in this city. He doesn't think very well of those kindreds, of most kindreds. I'm supposed to wipe them out because of the attack.
Well, perhaps for this pack, it's for the best.
I had another question, but probably not.
Excellent.
That's all of my questions. I have to prepare for my assault on the Sabbat. My one-man army assault, I guess. That's a problem with all the RPGs, right? Like when you don't have a party, kind of gets unrealistic because, I mean, you're a hero and you have supernatural abilities and whatnot, but at some point it would just make more sense to, you know, go in a group, or at least with a handful, with a team, with a handful of specialists that can help you do the job. But no, we have to do everything on our own. We are basically fighting armies. By now, I mean, in that Society of Leopold Monastery right now, dozens. It's insane if you think about it. But thank God they never all come at once, right? They more or less come in packs at max, like four guys at max. Alrighty, so we should go to the Hellebrook Hotel in downtown. And we're full. Bless you. We're full on everything, but we don't have a no blood packs left. This shows you that the fight really didn't go well there with the two brothers and the Chinese brothers and the Hengeyokai especially. So we cannot enter here. Hellebrook Hotel. And neither there. But there's something here. This will lead to a loading screen. Let's do that next time. See ya.